there, STEM students! Welcome to the first math-terrific episode of Senior High School Pre-Calculus. Together, let's discover and enjoy the beauty and wonders of math. From Caloocan City, National Capital Region, I am Teacher Joy, your pre-calculus fairy. Are you ready to learn? Come on, kindly get now your pen and notebook and let's understand pre-calculus in a fun and easy way. Most of you might find pre-calculus as a new subject. You may also be wondering what concepts are covered in this specialized subject in the senior high school STEM strand. So to clarify, pre-calculus is not a single topic, but a set of topics that is designed to prepare students in taking calculus. In DepEd Philippines K-12 Mathematics curriculum, this subject covers the concepts about conic sections, systems of nonlinear equations, series, mathematical induction, binomial theorem, circular functions, trigonometric identities, inverse trigonometric functions, and the polar coordinate system. All these concepts will be relevant and will be prerequisites for your calculus courses that you will take soon. Now, let us begin by introducing the first lesson about conic sections. At the end of this episode, we must be able to achieve the following objectives. First, illustrate the different types of conic sections, parabola, ellipse, circle, hyperbola, and degenerate cases. Second, give real-life examples of objects and concepts where these conic sections are applied. I wonder why this room is called Conic's room. Do you know why? Let's make some observations. Do you notice something? That door, this table, that clock, that lamp, these floor tiles, that picture frame, the wall design. All the objects in this room have something in common. Their forms or figures are all patterned from conics. In mathematics, a conic section or simply conic is a curve obtained by the intersection of the surface of a cone with a plane. Now I want you to look at this and take note of the new mathematical terms that you will encounter. Let us widen our math vocab. When a straight line intersects a vertical line at a fixed point, then it rotates about that fixed point, the surface formed is called a double right circular cone. A double right circular cone consists of two cones joined at a fixed point called vertex. Here, the line that rotates about the fixed point is called generator and the vertical line is called the axis. A right circular cone has a circular base, and the axis is always perpendicular from the center of the base to the vertex. The perimeter of the base is called the directrix. The lateral surface of a right circular cone is called a nap. The double right circular cone has two naps. The nap above the vertex is called the upper nap, and that below the vertex is called the lower nap. The angle between the axis and the generator is called the vertex angle. Like what we said earlier, when a plane intersects the double right circular cone, we get two-dimensional curves of different types. These curves are called the conic sections. Depending on the angle made by the plane with the vertical axis of the cone, the plane can cut the cone in three different ways. The first way is when the plane intersects the double right circular cone where the angle between the plane and the axis is greater than the vertex angle. Through this, a closed curve called an ellipse is formed. But when the plane is perpendicular to the axis, the ellipse becomes a... Can you guess what the conic section is formed? Correct, it is a circle. Thus, a circle is a special type of ellipse. Second way is when the angle made by the plane to the vertical axis is exactly equal to the vertex angle. An open curve called a parabola is formed. Then, The third and the last way is when the plane intersects the double right circular cone at an angle that is less than the vertex angle. The plane intersects both the knob of the double right circular cone to form an open curve called hyperbola, which has two disjoint curves. Now, what if a plane intersects a double right circular cone at its vertex? Can you guess what plane figures will be formed given the condition? Observe that a point, a line, and intersecting lines can be formed when a plane intersects a double right circular cone at its vertex. These cases are called the degenerate cases or degenerate conics. Circle, ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola are the four conic sections that we will be discussing on the next pre-calculus episodes. So, are you up for some travel? That's nice! Let's go because I want to show you some exciting things. Mathletes, do you see this structure? This place is found in Quezon City in the National Capital Region. What do you observe about its shape? Right, it is a circle. This place is the 11th World Scout Jamboree Memorial Rotunda, or also known as the Boy Scout Circle. It is a roundabout located in Quezon City, Metro Manila. When we say roundabout, it is a type of circular intersection or junction in which road traffic is permitted to flow in one direction around a central island, and priority is typically given to traffic already in the junction. Here, as you can see, a monument stands in the middle of the roundabout, which commemorates the members of the ill-fated Philippine contingent to the 11th World Scout Jamboree that was among the casualties of the United Arab Airlines Flight 869 crash of 1963. That was a tragic story in the history of Scouts. But do you know what is another interesting fact about this place? It is the road's structure, which is circular, obviously. As mentioned, this is a roundabout. And roundabouts or traffic circles are intended to benefit both traffic flow and road safety. How? By eliminating time-stop signals, it is beneficial for the traffic flow. And by encouraging slower driving speeds and dramatically reducing the potential for T-bone and head-on collisions, it reinforces road safety. That's a math-amazing fun fact, isn't it? Let's go now to our next location. Wow, there are a lot of audience enjoying this ball game. Let's stay for a while and let us observe how they play the game. Yes, did you see that? When the player throws the ball was in a projectile motion. Take note, the trajectory of projectile motion is a parabola. That's really cool. What we are seeing now is the nuclear power plant in Bataan, Philippines. Observe those structures. Their shapes are designed using the form and pattern of hyperbola. You know what? The hyperboloid is the design standard for all nuclear cooling towers. It is structurally sound and can be built with straight steel beams. When designing these cooling towers, engineers are faced with two problems. First, the structure must be able to withstand high winds. And second, they should be built with as little material as possible. Well, the hyperbolic form and design solves both problems. From Metro Manila, we went to Bataan. Now, are you ready for our last location for today? Then, here we go. Welcome to outer space. I guess you have now the idea on what we can see here. Did you know that in the 17th century, Johannes Kepler eventually discovered that each planet travels around the Sun in an elliptical orbit with the Sun at one of its foci? That's how beautiful and interesting mathematics is. I hope you had fun traveling with me. In just few minutes, we were able to virtually travel in the cities, province, and even in the outer space to see the different real-life applications of conic sections. And those are just few examples. You can see more of this in our next episodes. There you go. Let us now review what we have just learned today. It's time for Math Wrap Up. Today, we learned about the 4 conic sections and the degenerate cases. Remember that conics, which are two-dimensional curves, are formed when a plane intersects or cuts the surface of a double right circular cone. We can either form the ellipse, circle, parabola, or hyperbola. Degenerate cases include a point, a line, or intersecting lines. Degenerate cases or degenerate conics happen when the plane intersects the double right circular cone at its vertex. Also in this episode, we saw some real-life examples where the concepts of circle, parabola, hyperbola, and ellipse are applied. And most importantly, we learned that math is interesting, wonderful, and beautiful. Before we end, let us play a game. All you have to do is to choose the letter of the correct answer and write it in your notebook. You will be given 10 seconds to answer each question. Number 1. What do you call the straight line that is rotated about a fixed point from a vertical line to form the double right circular cone? A. Directrix, B. Generator, C. Nap, or D. Vertex? Okay, time's up, class. Let us check your answer for the first item. In number 1, the straight line that is rotated about a fixed point from a vertical line to form the double right circular cone is called letter B, generator. Number 2, what curve is formed when a plane intersects a double right circular cone at an angle that is smaller than the vertex angle? Is it A. Circle, B. Ellipse, C. Hyperbola, or D. Parabola? Please stop answering. In number 2, when a plane intersects a double right circular cone at an angle that is smaller than vertex angle, letter C. Hyperbola is formed. Number 3. This special type of ellipse is formed when the plane intersecting the double right circular cone is perpendicular to the axis. What conic section is this? A. Circle, B. Hyperbola, C. Parabola, or D. Point? Third item, the special type of ellipse which is formed when the plane intersecting the double right circular cone is perpendicular to the axis refers to letter A, circle. Number 4. This refers to the fixed point that joins the double right circular cone. Is it A. Directrix, B. Focus, C. Vertex, or D. Latus rectum? Fourth item, the fixed point that joins the double right circular cone is called letter C, vertex. And last item, number 5, which conic section is formed when a double right circular cone is cut by a plane where the angle between the plane and the axis is equal to the vertex angle? A. Circle, B. Ellipse, C. Hyperbola, or D. Parabola? Lastly, the conic section which is formed when a double right circular cone is cut by a plane where the angle between the plane and the axis is equal to the vertex angle refers to letter D, parabola. Did you get all the correct answers? Well done if you did! Congratulations, Mathgeeks! But if you missed an item or two, then you have to review that in preparation for our next episodes. I hope that you have enjoyed and learned a lot in the first episode of Pre-Calculus, my dear Mathgeeks. For your assignment, Here are some items that you can work on so you can practice more our lesson for today. Then for more activities to enhance your knowledge, skills, and appreciation towards pre-calculus, you can always catch up with my virtual activities by visiting and following my personal blog site in Facebook, now flashed on your screen. And for latest updates and more pre-calculus sessions like this, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell of DepEd TV's official YouTube channel. Once again, this is Teacher Joy, your pre-calculus fairy, reminding everyone that learning math is more fun when you can see and appreciate its beauty. See you again next episode, only here on DepEd TV.